guys.
Welcome to Smash or Pass the Ball.
My name is Liz.
My name is Beth.
Disclaimer, we are both not named Elizabeth.
Welcome back, you guys.
This is so exciting.
It's
This is
been so
huge.
long. I know.
Oh my God, I've missed you. I've missed sitting at this new table.
I know. Look at this new table, guys. It's smaller and
It's more
we're
intimate.
closer.
Yeah, it's closer.
Yeah, it is.
For our listeners, we're at a smaller table.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna jump straight into it. We have so much to cover because we've had a month hiatus. Crazy. So we'll just start off with an apology. We didn't realize that last episode was our last episode.
Yeah,
for
guys.
break.
We recorded it and we left and we were like, same time next week. Same time next week. And then
it was not same time next week.
Unfortunately.
So, yeah. But that's the only apology you have from Liz.
No mispronunciation of names.
Woohoo,
We're doing so much better
It
on
will
that
not
front.
get better this week. I can promise you that. When I have to pronounce the Arsenal coach's name, I got nothing.
I don't even know how to do that.
Me neither. But I
That's
digress. So we'll get started straight into
Yeah,
the
there's been a
news.
lot of news.
I
'Cause the
know.
break has been like, we have been
Crazy.
away for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot that's been going on in the world of soccer.
So
We're excited to fill you in.
yeah. Beth, you want
Okay.
to start us off?
I'll start us off. Man United are set to appoint Man City exec Omar Barada as their new chief executive.
Which is
What?
huge.
Huge, but also like, why are we bringing over people from rival teams?
Yeah. Did you say that who's from Man City?
Yeah,
I didn't-
Man City exec.
Okay.
Man City exec Omar Barada.
Which is crazy.
I mean, I don't know.
How do you feel
I
about
don't know how I
this?
feel about this. Very mixed feelings. I do feel like everything in the Man United leadership needs to change, but I don't know if the Man City people are the ones we need to change this, to make this better.
Yeah.
I also wonder who this source is. I wonder if this will actually,
Go anywhere.
go anywhere exactly.
ESPN was reporting on it, so I kind of have to trust it.
I trust it, but I don't know. You know how, they talked about Sir Jim Ratcliffe?
Yeah.
Gaining ownership of the club
Yeah.
for so long, and then it finally happened.
Yeah.
So this may take that much time.
Yeah.
And before it becomes actually implemented.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
I'm curious.
Go ahead, Liz. Read the next
Our
one.
next bit of news is that Bayern Munich wants Kieran Trippier. They wanted him when I wrote this news. Now that they said they're no longer going to pursue him, they're going to focus on a PSG player. Thank God. You would have had to rip him from my cold, dead hands, Harry Kane. That is a threat against your life.
No, literally. And also your loss. The fact that you decided, we don't want him anymore.
Oh,
you were
fine.
never going to get him. But why do you not want him?
Yeah.
Why do you not want him?
I was going to say no, but why are you saying
Right,
no?
exactly. You know what
Maybe
I'm
it's because
talking
they
about.
knew he was going to be so good.
I know. If they knew he was going to be so good, they would have wanted him even more.
Yeah, but
They doubted him for a second,
true.
and you're not allowed to doubt him. You're
Like,
not allowed
I'm the
to
only one
have
who's allowed
him.
to doubt him
Exactly.
because he was playing
Exactly.
like crap over break. I remember being in New York City and we were playing Chelsea for the Carabao Cup.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Did you lose that game? You lost to Chelsea.
We lost to Chelsea.
All of winter break soccer is meshed in
We
my
lost
head.
to Chelsea, and it was because of Trippier. I'm sorry. He made some horrific plays, and he was really bad over the break. So, a part of me is I kind of understand why they would turn him down. But that,
Weirdos still. Weirdos.
Harry
Any team
Kane-
Harry Kane is on.
I just hope
weird
he's
team.
threatened. Hope he feels threatened by me. Next bit of news is Luis Suarez has transferred to Miami with Messi, which
I don't.
fine.
Is this going to be a trend where we have soccer players flocking
fine.
to Miami?
No, I don't think just Miami. I think
just the MLS.
the MLS.
Yeah.
And we'll get to we're gonna do just regular general news, then we'll do specific team news, and when we get to New York Red Bulls, we'll talk about a lot of their transfers and people that they've taken, and a lot of international players are now going over to America. I think the MLS is really trying to build themselves up, which is something that I obviously appreciate as a big MLS fan. But oh my God, now Miami's going to be even more insufferable, and everyone's going to be showing up in their Suarez and Messi shirts, and it's I liked this before you did.
It's giving Taylor and the Chiefs. That's what it's giving, and I hate it. I don't you can't follow teams because they're trendy or cool.
It's called bandwagoning.
Exactly. And it's what losers do. Are you losers? If you're losers, then you do that.
I mean, I get it. Like, people need to become fans of something somehow.
Not like that.
I don't believe
If
in
you
bandwagoning.
all of a sudden wake up and you're like, oh my God, Luis Suarez is in Miami. And so is Messi. Maybe I become a Miami fan and then make it your whole personality? No.
No, shut up.
No.
Maybe
You're
like Miami.
You're an insufferable person.
Maybe like Miami when they were bad.
Bad, exactly. Because people that are real fans are with their teams when they're in the trenches.
Trenches, bro.
Trenches.
Right here.
Right here. So, please.
Speaking of teams potentially going to the trenches and or in the trenches, Saudi Arabia is looking to take Miggy. Like,
please no.
like, fine. Like, whatever. Like, do what you want, I guess. No one ever thinks about my happiness. No one ever thinks about me.
Right.
Like,
they should be, like, consulting you when they
like,
make these
right?
decisions. Yeah, it's so important.
But, listen, Miggy hasn't been playing his absolute best, but that's not even my business. That's not even my fault. Like, I love him.
He's just a himbo.
He's
We've talked about
a
this.
himbo.
Like, his
He just
presence
smiles.
on that team is underappreciated. Like, he just is joy. Is pure joy for that team. And I'm sure, like, they love having him in the locker rooms.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes when he gets lucky, he'll score.
He'll score.
And that's fine. Like
yay.
yay. We'll let him score when he's
Like, the difference
happy.
between him and Tom Barlow is he scores a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And
a
he's
lot more
probably a lot
frequent.
more happy.
He's a lot more happy. I'm sure he has
Lot
some
more happy
realization.
or a lot happier? I digress.
I feel like both would work.
Both would work.
A lot
Sorry.
more happy, a lot happier.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You
Grammar
go.
lesson. Okay. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Elizabeth.
I'm sorry.
I forgot. It's fine. It was
No,
something related
his
to
joy
Mickey.
is in the locker room. They probably love his presence.
They love his presence, and he's just. That was not what I was gonna say. Let's move on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's gone. It's gone.
AC Milan actually had to stop their game for 10 minutes because the team that they were playing, Undici, their fans were yelling racial slurs at Mike Mian.
Why are you looking at me? I'm not Italian.
I don't think he is Italian.
Oh wait, really?
I think he's French.
Oh, Mianum? I have no idea.
He's the Milan goalie. Is he
Oh,
French? Yeah.
he's
Okay.
French,
I was gonna
okay.
say, please don't drag me.
Sorry.
I understand I can't pronounce Italian names, but please don't drag me for the French.
How do you pronounce this? It's literally spelled MAIGNAN.
I think it's Mian.
Mia? How do you get Mian from MAI? It's MAI.
Oh. No, it's MIA.
No, it's MAI. You spelled it wrong.
I spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
No. Lock me up. Lock me up. Okay.
This is the apology.
Next week's gonna go crazy, bro. Okay, so anyways, AC Milan had to stop their game because the opposing fans were yelling racial slurs at their goalie, but those fans were banned from life. Were banned for life. What did I say? From life?
They were executed. They were banned from life. That's so funny. That's so
They were banned
real.
for life. Thank God. We were like watching. We kind of had it on in the background because I just remember like we were sitting in Starbucks and Nono texted and was like, the Milan game's on, and I was like, nah, I have nothing else to do because it was like the beginning of the school year, so I just like put it on, and we were watching it, and then all of a sudden we like looked over. We like weren't really watching. We were just chatting. We like looked over and like, why is the game stopped? And then it was for a really bad reason.
Yeah.
So.
It was for serious reason.
Yeah. Sorry we've been laughing this whole time. We don't mean it. Like, this is serious.
Like, sometimes you just can't react any other way but laugh.
We were laughing because
so
we can't
outlandish.
pronounce his last name.
But also because sometimes things happen that are just
Like, crazy. Like,
crazy.
what do you mean? Like,
You don't know how to react but laugh. Like, how could people be so...
Remember, so, fun little story, when Beth and I went to Disney with our friend Becca for our roommate Carolyn's birthday, we were in an Uber, and we were talking about Italians, and Becca was saying how she missed Rome and yada, 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 and I'm Italian, but we obviously didn't preface this to our Uber driver, who we later found out was Italian, and we were talking about how the Italians are, like, still fascist and racist, because,
We
well,
saw
yes,
a
they
cop,
are.
Someone speed on the highway on a motorbike, and it looked like it had Roma on the back.
It
or
looked like
La
a Polizia or something,
Yeah.
and so Becca was like, oh, it's like this.
It's like Rome.
Like Rome, and I was like, oh, they'd have like
They're
a...
still fascist.
What did I say that they would have? I was like, oh, they'd have like a... like a machine gun or something with them if it was Rome
yeah,
because they're all
something like
fascists
that.
or something like that. And
Because they
we
are all
got
fascists.
our Uber driver
He knocked her
us
ratings.
down.
He gave her like 3 stars, which like, I'm sorry.
This is what
we
happens
were
when we
perfectly
speak
polite,
the truth.
You know, and I knew he was Italian.
I didn't.
I literally knew.
I had no
I
idea.
didn't think about it. I was like, okay, and
Yeah.
like they are.
I'm sorry, we're
fascist.
speaking truth.
Exactly.
And like this is whole cold hard proof. They're racist as hell. This is unacceptable
Do
behavior.
you remember this soccer player? I think his name is Balotelli. He had like a mohawk. He was really well known for his mohawk. He was a black player. Balotelli. Soccer player. I'm sorry, I literally don't know how to spell his name. This is the most atrocious. Balotelli.
Oh, we're
Okay.
gonna...
There we go.
Yeah, him.
He was a really like good soccer player, and I remember he played for like Inter Milan and whatever.
Yeah.
And he would get so much hate every time he was on the
It's
pitch,
insane.
just because he was black. And it like if he was playing well, it wouldn't be like I just remember these like atrocious chants like and like hearing about it and like my parents talking about it, and I was like, it's Italy is so concerning.
No, it's so like I need my people to do better. Hashtag do
know.
better, Italy.
Hashtag do better.
Yeah.
Anyways,
moving on from that. In good news, Ollie McBurney, which we'll move on from that,
the Brits
scored a penalty in stoppage time. The latest goal in
Premier League
history. It was the 103rd minute. There were 13 minutes of stoppage time, I believe. And Sheffield United drew against West Ham because of it. So
amazing.
Making history in the
Ollie
year of
McBurney,
2024. Just killing it, Ollie McBurney.
Amazing.
I want to know what his parents are thinking naming him that.
Ollie McBurney. They were British. They probably are not thinking much. No, wait. That sounds bad. I meant to say that is probably a normal name for them. I was not implying that they don't think because they're British. That was really bad. You know what
It's
I'm
like
trying to say?
giving my flatmate Hamish being shocked that he was the only Hamish I knew. I was like, Hamish, why the hell would I have met another person named Hamish?
Right.
And he was like, because I have. And I'm like, well, because you're from Scotland.
Obviously. It's the land of Hamishes, right? There's probably going to be a lot more.
Anyways, City might get relegated.
That's insane. That's actually literally crazy.
That's our next bit of news.
Yeah. But we were in Disney when I saw this. And
Yeah.
I was literally like, guys, like, City could get relegated.
City could get relegated. So remember we were talking about it in like the beginning of the year.
Not about City, though. It was about another team.
Everton.
Everton was down
No, but we were
points.
talking about how City got in trouble, remember?
Yeah, but they were never going to get relegated. They were just like, in trouble with the...
Right now, when we say relegated, we mean like they would lose such an insane amount of points that literally they could not make it up.
Yeah, which like they're being
So
relegated. Exactly.
Potentially. I don't remember why. I didn't write down the reason.
Here, let's look it up real quick. It's all over. Oh, thanks.
Sorry, I'm scared the people won't hear you.
That's okay. Hear me speak?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want people to hear what you have to say.
So sorry. Premier League, Man City.
While Beth is looking that up,
relegation.
I just want to say I really, really hope City gets relegated. This would be a dream come true. I love you, Pep Guardiola. You kind of slayed in Ted Lasso. But it would be a dream come true for the team of Manchester City, who has done nothing but dominate everyone to get relegated. Granted, it would be pretty unfair to the teams who have worked hard to make it up to the Champions League to then have to face Man City.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't want for the other people. But maybe they just get destroyed as a team. Like maybe we just get rid of the team as a whole. Food for thought.
Food
Do
for
you have
thought.
the
Yes.
reason?
So they are facing 115 charges for allegedly breaking the Premier League's financial rules. So do you remember we were talking about Everton, how like there was a deficit in like the amount of money that they were allowed to spend as a club versus the amount that they spent.
Yeah.
And it had been too much and they lied about it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so they were docked 10 points for that. And that's pretty bad. Imagine having 115 charges for similar things where you're breaking financial rules. And it's like kind of been culminating, it looks like. So between 2009 to 2010 and then 2017-2018 seasons, they broke 115 rules. That's crazy.
Why are men so silly? I know a woman was not in charge. I know this. Do you want to know why?
No,
Because
literally.
they have 115 charges against them. I know a woman did not do this.
It never could have happened. It never could have happened.
Wow.
Hannah Waddingham?
Hannah Waddingham
would
would
let this
never.
happen.
Rebecca
Ever.
would never
Ever.
have let this happen.
He thinks, though, Pep thinks that, like, they're going to be proven innocent. No verdict and no punishment is expected to arrive imminently.
Pep is a little
They're
delusional.
denying all the cases. Yeah,
Of course they're going to deny.
I know. But, like,
Imagine they were like, yeah, we did break
Yeah,
all
fine,
of these
I guess.
financial rules. Like, what?
Guardiola has faith that the club's lawyers will prevail against the charges. He's really confident in his lawyers. Oh, my God.
I can't
that's insane.
imagine a British lawyer is talented at their job.
He said he won't even consider his future if it depends on being here or being in League One. So he's saying that he's not going to quit even if the team gets relegated. Which, like...
Oh, it's not Champions League. You're right. It's League One.
It's League One, yeah.
I thought it was Champions.
No.
It's not. Champions is like below.
Below League One.
Yeah. My bad. Anyways, speaking of horrific news for people who suck, Jurgen Klopp is retiring after the season. He's the Liverpool manager. Yawning, lazy, sloppy me if I cared.
This
This is
news-
joyous news for
If
us.
this news makes you feel any particular way,
Other than-
negative ways,
Yeah.
sadness, unhappiness, you're a loser.
Yeah. If it makes you feel joy, it means you're a good person.
You're a great person.
Yeah.
It means you're actually a star. You're awesome. You're spectacular.
You slay.
You're so awesome.
Yeah.
You're so wonderful.
Yeah.
Those are us.
That's us.
That's us.
That's us.
And we
For
feel
the
great
cameras,
about this.
That's us.
That's literally us.
He won the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Super Cup, and the Club World Cup during 9 years with Liverpool. Like,
Whatever. Alex Ferguson has done much more. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I bet I could do the same.
We could do the same. if
I
we
bet
were
I could
coaching
do
a
the
team.
same.
We'd literally
So-
be Ted and Beard.
Exactly.
And we'd, like...
You would be Ted, I would be Beard.
Amazing. No, it would literally be that.
No.
You would be
I
Ted,
would be Ted,
I would
you
be
would be
Beard.
Beard. Let's wait a second. I thought about for one moment who tells
said
more dad jokes, and
no.
it's definitely me.
I think it would work. I think we would be like a good combination of both
And then
people.
Carolina would obviously be Rebecca.
Carolina could be Rebecca.
Or maybe Roy Kent.
I was going to say maybe more Roy Kent. I actually don't know. Hey, let's think about this.
We'll
Let's sleep on
marinate.
this, and we'll bring it back to you guys next week.
Next week we'll come
With
back.
everyone that we know is like people in Ted Lasso.
Charlie
Charlie would be like
Higgins.
Higgins. I was thinking Higgins.
Anyways, Pep Guardiola said that he would sleep better because Klopp's retirement, because they're actually like famous rivals because
Yeah.
of like City and Liverpool. But then also Pep was at Bayern Munich and Klopp was at Dortmund,
which are two
two
teams
German
that are
rivals as well. So they've been rivals for a long time, and I actually could not care less, because here's the thing: if Pep gets relegated and Klopp's out, Eddie Howe reigns supreme.
Literally, like
Stay safe with Ten Hag. Eddie Howe's ruined it.
we know Ten Hag. We know Ten Hag is bad. What are we talking about? Like that was never. He was never in the
running.
competition. Liz. Okay, he was never running for that. So yeah, Eddie Howe supremacy, I would say.
I think Eddie Howe should rule the world.
I
I don't believe a man should rule the
I
world.
was
Never
gonna
mind.
say, maybe let's take that back.
Yeah,
Eddie Howe deserves
a lot for putting up with a lot.
He has brought this team. Eddie Howe is Newcastle's manager.
Oh,
by the way.
yeah, by the way.
Just so you know.
If you didn't know that, then why are you listening to this podcast?
Yeah.
This is old news.
Hey, well, let's be nice.
I'm sorry.
Let's be nice.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay if you didn't know that Eddie Howe was Newcastle manager, but now you do.
Now you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you have no excuse. Liz said I actually hate people who don't know soccer. I don't even know why I'm doing this podcast.
Whole point of this podcast is for people who don't know soccer. Suddenly, day one back, I'm like, screw this.
I hate you if you don't know.
I would never. I love everyone.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, well. Anyways, Xavi, Barcelona's manager, is also leaving after the season.
Yeah.
They lost their last game.
This is kind of sad. Carolina.
3-5.
Yeah, our friend Carolina,
Who was
has
on the
been here
podcast. Everyone listen to that episode. It was a great
Carolina.
episode.
Yeah. She is a little bit upset about this.
I would say a lot of stuff. She texted
yeah.
me, I believe it was 7 in a row, of I hate this team, I hate this team, I hate this team, I hate this team. Like 7 messages in a row. My Fitbit was like, bam, bam, bam. I was like, what is happening? It's like, who died? It was Barcelona.
Xavi. Yeah.
So,
Xavi's legacy in Barcelona.
yeah.
That was what died.
That is what died. There's an excellent photo of Lewandowski that I will find a way to put on social media.
Okay. I would love to see this photo.
It's a great... Wait, I'll show you real quick,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can put it up in the video. That'd be fun. We'll put it up. This is the photo.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to put it up right
Is
here.
this real?
Yeah. This is him at a wedding.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but
Oh my god.
I'll also put it up on social media, so... And I'll caption it, this is the photo of Lewandowski, period.
Nothing else. No explanation. Maybe a couple hashtags. Hashtag Lewandowski.
Hashtag Lewandowski. Hashtag wedding. Hashtag smash your
Hashtag
basketball.
slay.
And then last but not least, the Arsenal coach, Mike Arita, like, I don't know, whatever, is pissed off that people are lying about him leaving Arsenal, which is funny to me because no one was talking about you. Shut up.
Like, you literally don't matter like that.
Like, shut up. Stop trying to get attention.
My uncle's going to be pissed after he hears this episode. But, like, I hate you, and I hate Arsenal, and you know this, so
Like,
it's fine.
like, Mike, you were never in the conversation. Like, we're talking about Klopp. Like, we're talking about Xavi, whatever. Sorry.
That's okay.
Like, we're talking about them. Now we're not talking about you.
Yeah, exactly. You don't matter like that. And you're not even leaving for real.
No.
So, like,
so why? Like,
why are you mad?
He's like, how dare people lie about me leaving? And it's like, I don't think people were as many people because I just heard about this on ESPN.
I don't think it matters like that. I think you should be fine. I think you're not going to die.
Mike,
like,
you're
you'll
fine.
be okay. Like, you don't need to go to the hospital.
Can we call you Michael?
Mike, can I call you Michael?
Can I call you Michael? Because I don't feel like we're at a personal level of Mike yet. I don't like you like that. And that's our news.
That's what we have for news. We're not doing games this week because there's been a lot of games
that we've missed. And, like, I don't even know how I would pick any. I wouldn't want to pick any of Newcastle's.
I wouldn't pick any of Man United's either. So we're just going to do, like, team updates. Kind of like new things that happened over break,
that we've missed. So we'll start with Newcastle United. I just have 2 words written down. Flop era.
Yeah. It's been bad, you guys.
I hate this team. Anyways, my Anthony Gordon jersey came in the mail.
I'm so excited about it.
They have lost 6 of their last Premier League matches.
Yeah.
Do you know how mortifying that is? You do know how mortifying that is.
I've been there.
But you're ahead of us in the stands. In the
I don't know
rankings.
how that happens. I literally don't know how that happens.
No, I
because
don't
we
get
lose
it.
every game we play, and then somehow we're
I don't get it.
getting points.
In good news, though, we did win our first derby in 8 years against Sunderland.
First derby.
Oh my God. Sorry, I blanked out. My dad is going to come for me.
That's okay.
Guys, I have to start writing down these apologies already. We won the first derby in 8 years against Sunderland, which is huge.
A derby is when, like, 2 teams of the same city face off or like play each other. That's
or in the same area.
The same area, the same region. Sunderland and Newcastle are both in, like, the northeast.
The Northumberland area.
The Northumberland.
Right?
It's a county.
It's Northumberland?
Yes. Or Northumbria.
Northumberland. Northumberland was the street.
Wait, I think
that was the main drag in Newcastle. The one where, you know what
Northumberland Street, but it's also, look, it's a city. Northumberland is the city. Is the county? Is the county.
I thought Sunderland was more on the west side of.
Sunderland is in this county.
Is it? Oh, okay. So we were right.
Northumberland.
Whatever.
Sunderland.
Yeah. So we won against them.
It's a city in Tyne and Wear. Tyne and Wear is the county. Tyne and Wear is the county.
Yes.
North Sunderland is the village that is in the county.
Oh, perfect. Wow, look at us teaching and learning British geography.
Geography matters, guys.
Wow.
Geography matters. It's
geography
so
does not matter. Let's not give it rights.
It matters.
We won 3-0 against them, which was really exciting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sunderland's not like they're not like
they've won every
derby. But they're not even in the Premier League. That's
But they beat us.
I know.
So-
But this year, you guys we are doing really good.
Yeah.
So obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it's like if Man United or like a big team, say like Liverpool played like,
Whatever's in the Liverpool area.
Wrexham. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wrexham's not bad, but they're in a
Wrexham
different league.
lost it. That's actually what I have to talk about.
Really?
Yeah.
Wrexham lost today.
Yeah.
Who did they play?
I'll skip ahead. We also advanced another round in the FA Cup. The only games we've been able to win have been outside of the Premier League. We won 2-0 against Fulham 2 days ago. And we're playing whoever won the Wrexham Blackburn game, but Wrexham got destroyed 4-1 today. Oh. Poor Ryan Reynolds and every white boy out there who loves him.
Sorry.
But so we're playing Blackburn for the next FA Cup game.
Okay.
But in other news, Joelinton is out for up to 4 months. He has had a successful surgery and will be back in about May. But at that point, the season's already over, babes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It literally is over. Like,
I don't want to talk about it.
he's not going to be here for the rest of the season, which sucks.
And Pope.
And Pope is out.
Guys, do you remember when Nick Pope was slaying so hard?
He was killing it. That's really sad.
And now for the last bit of news. Get ready for Angry Liz. So, Newcastle United, we played Manchester City a couple weeks ago. And we were up, I believe it was 2-0 in the first half. And so Erling Haaland was out for that game. And he's been out. I think he's injured.
Yeah. He hasn't been in any.
He hasn't been in. And then Kevin De Bruyne just recently came back.
Yeah, from injury.
And his first game back was against Newcastle. And he came in the 75th minute and killed us. And we lost 3-2.
Yep.
What you mean?
Are you telling me that one singular player can
What
change
do you
the trajectory of a
Like,
whole
I get it, he's
team?
good. Like, fine, whatever. But I'm going to read to you word for word what I wrote down in my notes. 1 second, let me put my glasses back on. Clearly, City can only play well with their best players because we killed them in the first half and up until De Bruyne came in. Granted, we should have been able to hold off a single player like De Bruyne, but that's not my business.
Yeah, see, it's one guy.
So, screw you, Manchester City. I hope you choke. Anyways.
Screw you, De Bruyne, maybe.
No.
Because he...
What do you mean they're not good without their good players? And
You
they've
want
made
them
it
to be good?
I want them to be I want them to fight back without their good players. Yeah, I want them to be able to stand on their own 2 feet.
See, I would think that you would have enjoyed defeating them 2-0
Yeah.
for the first half. And then when De Bruyne came in, it should suck that he single-handedly has the power to change the course of the game.
Well, that's what I said. We should be able to hold off.
So screw you, De Bruyne. He should never have come on.
Well,
You
yes.
should take him off the team. He shouldn't be playing soccer. If he is powerful in this way, he should be on a League One team.
He's
Like,
true.
like put him in a team that can actually do you know what I mean? It's not fair that Man City gets to climb the ranks with the likes of De Bruyne
And Haaland.
and Haaland, but Haaland's been out.
Yeah, but so is De Bruyne. His first game back was the Newcastle game. He came in 75th minute and quite literally massacred us, I would say. I would say he came out, guns blazing, knives swinging, and took out the entire team. And I don't understand why. I don't understand it. I don't know why he would do that to us. That was really mean. Did you know he's a co-writer on a Drake song?
A Drake song?
I don't know.
Which Drake song?
A Drake song. I don't listen to Drake. I just know these things.
That's insane. What?
I'll put up the picture of the two of them together. It's on the screen. I'll put it up.
It's giving Sam Fender, Noah Khan.
No, but at least that one slays.
No,
what
it
do you
slays,
mean?
but the Brit and the American, and this time
Oh,
the
true.
Canadian.
Everyone go stream "Homesick" by Noah Khan featuring Sam Fender.
It's so good, you guys.
It's so good. That's my rant about City and if we were gonna beat you. Obviously I wanted to beat them, but I also am why couldn't we have beat them with their good players? Do you know what I mean? Why could we only beat them without their good players? Because why are they bad without their good players?
I
Do you
think
know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, the thing is, they are bad without their good players.
I know.
That's what it is.
And
They
we're
don't
able to
deserve-
defeat them,
they don't
and then as
deserve
soon as
the
their good
spot that
players
they're
come in, they're good.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not good. The one player carries them.
True.
They're still bad, but the one player knows what to do, and he knows how to navigate the team so well that he's able to, like, fend off the new... Which is crazy to me, because how are you not able to hold off one guy? A team of 11.
Literally. Unacceptable.
How is that
Anthony
happening?
Gordon, go home and reflect.
Go home and think about this, because...
BDB, go home and reflect.
No.
That's Big Dan Burn for all you bitches.
Let's let... If Big Dan Burn...
Continue, I'm so
If
sorry.
Big Dan Burn and Longstaff were able to hold him off...
Longstaff's not even defense. BDB. How
DDB
about
and who?
Botman? Sven.
Okay, those two, right? Any two
Yeah.
could hold off one guy and let Anthony Gordon do his thing. Because here's the thing, I feel like a lot of players were falling back into roles that they aren't supposed to be playing. Like,
I
Anthony
agree.
Gordon wasn't
He was-
striking, he was defending.
Why?
How? Why don't you let him play the game that he's
Yeah.
supposed to play, or like play the position that he's supposed to play?
But
And you
it's
do
'cause we
your
have so
job
many
at
people who are
defense.
injured.
I know it actually sucks. It actually
This is
does.
horrific for me. Can you please take over? Talk about Manchester United
Okay.
because you have some crazy stuff
Do you-
happening on your
we
team.
did talk about the Fulham. Okay, awesome. So Man United, Højlund finally scored his first Prem goal, which, guys, this was so
Huge.
exciting when this happened. Because, like, he'd been scoring left and right in every other league but the Prem League.
Yeah, and people were
And
making fun of him.
People were making fun of him. I'm sure it was taking a toll on him.
Poor
His
guy.
confidence dipping. He's thinking, what is wrong with me? Why can't I do this?
Poor Shoddy.
And then he did it.
And then he did
He
it.
scored.
It was a great
It
goal.
was a great goal. And the craziest thing, which we'll like get into later, the way that the people on the team celebrated for him,
was so
particularly
cute.
Garnacho. I sent a TikTok to Liz a couple days ago, and I thought it was when Garnacho scored and Højlund
Yeah.
was celebrating. She was like, no,
No.
it's the opposite. Turns out it was the opposite. It was great. We'll talk about it later. And maybe we'll post a clip of it.
Oh,
'cause
I'm
it
gonna
is so
do.
cute.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
post it. I'm
Okay.
excited. I have a lot of social media stuff.
I know, it's so exciting. We tied Tottenham 2-2. Screw you, Charlie. But also, like, we didn't beat you, so...
And we didn't. But more
we didn't
importantly,
lose.
you didn't lose.
Exactly. We didn't beat you, but we didn't lose.
So many wins, I would say.
Whatever. I'm going to be in the spirit of honesty, transparency.
Oh.
I've stopped watching Man United games because it affects me so much that I will just go on FootMob and like when a game is happening, like I'll get the updates obviously, but sometimes I'll go on FootMob to like watch who's starting, to like read about the game, and then I'll just follow the game from my phone. I do think I should get back to watching the game.
I think so too. They've been doing kind of okay.
But maybe it's because I'm not watching.
I don't think that that's it.
Don't say that because it could be.
Okay.
You don't know this.
Okay.
But I will watch. And if they start losing,
Then we'll turn it off.
then I'll stop watching.
Okay.
the
Fair
games.
enough.
Yeah. Okay. So.
But in good news.
In
Good news.
yeah. In good news, advanced another round in the Emirates Cup. We beat Newport County 4-2 on Sunday, which great. But turns out Fernando was actually unhappy about the win. He was
Oh.
happy, but he wasn't satisfied. He was the man of the match for that game, and I do think he played really well. But Garnacho, there was a point when he split off from everyone else, and it was a very clear like pass and score opportunity when they were leading 2-0 or like 2-1 or something. And he ran off with the ball, and he didn't pass, and he tried to score. And it was a selfish moment, they said, and he missed. And it was bad because then on the callback, like when they were going, they scored. Newport County scored. And so it was one of those things where like it was very easy to just like pass it and like let them score. And Fernandez made like a veiled comment about how we should share and we should focus on the bigger things in hand on an interview that he did after the
Back
game.
his ass.
And I was like, so true. That's my captain right there.
Yeah. No,
That's my
he
captain.
eats.
I love him as captain, and I know that like he's a controversial figure as a captain because he's been a little bit unable to pull his team out of the. But no one would say that about Roy Kent, right? When their team was
No.
sucking. So
But Roy Kent also slays.
Roy Kent slays, and so does Fernandez.
So does Fernandez.
So does
I will say, I
Fernandez in the
wish we
same way.
had, like, our captains change a lot, Newcastle, and I really wish we had somebody like
a figure, that was-
like Fernandez. Like it used to be Trippier, and then it was Lachelle for such a long time, and now it's like I don't even know who it is now. It's like just like passing around and
the
stuff. And so,
band, yeah.
anyways,
They don't do that over there at Man United. In weird news, Rashford was facing the wrath of Ten Hag after the Man United manager said he would deal with the forward and the confusion about the timing of the night out in Belfast last week. So this was after one of their games where they lost. I don't remember who they played. But they lost terribly. It was a sad game, bad loss. And Rashford went out that night after the loss, and Ten Hag was upset about it. Which, like...
I think women should just be able to party, and so by association, I think hot men who have an award named after them should be able to party. I don't know how they're associated, but they are in my brain.
So true. I think...
Let sexy people party.
Maybe people should be allowed to cope in the ways that they want to cope, you know?
I don't think that's coping. I think he just wanted to party.
I think it may be coping after a devastating loss, you know? He was also absent from the United squad for the 4-2 win over Newport County in the FA Cup on Sunday. He reported himself as ill and said he couldn't train with them. Marcus Rashford has been going through it.
Maybe he should go through it on another team, though.
Right. I'm actually...
How do you feel about this?
I feel bad because I have a Rashford jersey, and now it is meaningless. If he is no longer on the team, that is the only reason I'm upset about it. But I feel like he...
My poor jersey.
No, I know, my poor jersey. Yeah. I spent like 80 pounds on it.
I know.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, they have to keep Anthony Gordon around because
I have the jersey. Exactly. Or else I'll be peeling off the letters by myself.
Get a
Maybe
hair
I'll
dryer.
rearrange the word Rashford to like something else.
You just take off 4, it's just Rash.
Or like Ford.
Ford.
And it's like, who's Ford on Man United? And I'm like, a player you don't know.
You don't know?
You're not a real fan. You're not a real fan. So yeah, that's the only course of action I can take if that happens.
However, today,
club statement from 4:30 p.m. today, as this is put on, Marcus has taken responsibility for his actions. This topic has been dealt with as an internal disciplinary matter, which is now closed after today's discussion. Done. So they're closing it up. They're like, okay, done.
They said, please don't talk about it after this.
Yeah.
We are immediately talking about it after.
We're dissecting, analyzing. We're, like, going into it.
I do think Marcus Rashford is using coping as an excuse to just party because he is, in fact, a 20-something-year-old man who is out in Belfast with sexy Irish people. Like, he's 26 years old. Let the man do what he wants. He's partying.
Yeah. Is he married? No.
No. With that hair? I know no woman is allowing him to dye his hair that color.
No, I know. It's got to be an individual decision.
Yeah, that's a man decision.
Yeah, it's wrong. Okay, so Anthony Martial has recovered from the illness which saw him sidelined in December, but is now managing another issue, a hip issue, which is keeping him out of Ten Hag's team. I wonder if he's faking these. I wonder if he's like, oh my god, yeah, the stomach bug I had months ago is fine, but now my hip is hurting, so I can't play.
That's some shit I would pull.
I know.
That's something I would do.
Anthony Martial coded, guys.
Remember when I called him Martel? And you're
Martial.
Martial. And you're like, it's such a phonetic way to say it. Like, you were reading, like, pronouncing every single letter. And I was like, that's not Marshall.
No, I'm sure it looks French. And I'm sure you thought, like, oh, that looks like a French name. Let's do it justice. And it's actually, no, it's just Marshall.
I just tried over-pronouncing it because I've been so scared in the past.
That's okay. That's okay. Now
I'm obsessed with him, and I hope he continues to be injured so he doesn't have to play with this team.
I hope he continues to fake injury so he doesn't have to face the embarrassment of the field.
I hope that this is something that goes well for him.
Yeah. It's really, like, I feel, I don't know. We sucked, man.
I feel you. Dab me up.
To sucky teams.
In other news, we're going to talk about, lastly, the New York Red Bulls. So Emil Forsberg has transferred from RB Leipzig to RB New York. That RB stands for Red Bulls, for those of you who do not know. I'm excited for him.
Okay.
Because I actually knew who this was. I think it's just because he played for, like, the Swedish national team or something. I just, like, if I know a player outside of my specific teams, then you probably are good enough for me to, like, know who you are.
Yeah.
I'm excited. He recently scored a goal from midfield. in
That's a
one
big
of our
deal.
scrimmages that we've just played. And I'm so excited. It looked like an absolute banger, and I really hope
Oh,
that...
it was in a scrim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Still crazy.
Yeah, no.
But I was like,
our
wait,
season
a game?
starts February 26th is our first game, I believe. Yeah, February 26th. So I'm very excited for that. And I hope the Red Bulls do well. We have traded Tom Barlow, which, just a moment of silence for my himbo.
We're still going to name it the Tom Barlow.
Yeah.
Like, it will forever be the Tom Barlow Himbo Award.
Yeah, no, he is the
never
ultimate
changing.
soccer
Yeah.
himbo.
Yeah.
And then we also traded Luquinhas, who was one of our best strikers. But then we got this guy, Noah Eli? How do you want to pronounce this?
I'm maybe not gonna.
Okay. Okay.
He's Swedish.
He's a Swedish
and
international as well. I believe Emil Forsberg is also Swedish. And we also terminated our contract with Troy, who was our coach. And then we got Sandro Schwarz, which I don't know who this man is. I hope he does well.
We shall see.
We'll see. I'm a little nervous, but we still have Daniel Edelman, who's always really good. We still have John Tolkien, who's really good. That's about it. We're kind of...
That's about it. But that's
I mean,
fine.
like,
We've seen what one or two good players
they
can do for a team.
re-signed Dylan Nealis' contract, and I collapsed to the ground in horror and disgust. That's my enemy. That is my enemy. I'm obsessed with him. I kind of think he's hot, and I follow him on Instagram, but he's my enemy. If I see him on the streets, I'm gonna start swinging. Every time they put him in the lineup on the field, anytime he's on the field, I'm texting JJ, and I'm like, well, we're gonna lose.
Wait.
We blame everything on him. He's horrific. I hate him.
Oh, no.
He's kind of hot. Hit me up.
Here's my number.
But they redid his contract.
Okay.
Along with his older brother. I think it's nepotism. I think that's the only reason he's on the team.
Maybe he's a Nepo baby, yeah. At least you'll just get to see a hot guy running around on the field.
Yeah, but he's kind of short.
Oh.
I think he's like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
But like his brother's like 6'2".
Is his brother cute? Cuter than he is?
Sometimes I think so.
Sometimes you think so.
But his brother's a girlfriend, so.
Okay, so then we can't. Let's
Yeah.
refocus.
Well, yeah.
Back on Dylan.
I'm not going after Dylan Nealis. I'd probably kill him. Just because.
Maybe he'd stop playing the sport out of respect and affection for you because you love the
True.
team so much. And he's
I'd be like,
realizing
get off this team.
You're like, you literally suck.
No,
like you make the team
every
so
time
bad.
he's on the field, our team is screwed. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's... my family hates him. JJ and I hate him. It's horrific. Oh, speaking of JJ, I actually can't speak to him for a week. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that because the Ravens lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Guys, quick second.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
Take a quick second to talk about the Ravens game.
Rest in peace, Lamar Jackson. You were supposed to save us, and now we have to rely on Brock Purdy.
Because what was that doo-doo? Like,
It was so
this
bad.
is the Super Bowl that no one wanted.
No,
one
because
wanted
last time
this.
it was this matchup, it was COVID happened.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. And it was the same year as another Biden-Trump election.
No, wait. That was 2020.
Yeah.
That was
2020 was the last time the Chiefs and the Niners. Go Niners. Go Niners.
I will have
hate
to
the
root for the
Chiefs.
Niners because I hate the Chiefs. And the Niners are fine. But this is, like, crazy. Did you know the Lions have actually never made a Super Bowl appearance?
I actually don't care. I kind of don't like them.
It's kind of sad. They've never made a Super Bowl appearance ever.
I don't really like their logo.
The only team ever to never
Oh,
made
that's
a Super
pathetic.
Bowl
Wait,
appearance.
okay, that's kind of
That's
sad.
kind of sad.
Okay, wait,
So
that's
they
kinda
were
sad.
like, I wish that the matchup had been like,
They were beating the Niners in the first quarter.
they were.
Carol
They
and
had
I
a
were
good
pissed.
lead. It was scary. I thought they were gonna win for sure.
Yeah, Carol
But
and I
then-
were really stressed out.
The Niners are good at like pulling like quick last minute like.
Well, so for the Super Bowl, Carolyn and I have to sit exactly in the same spots that we were for both of the games. The Packers game and the Lions game, we were in the exact same spots, in the exact same outfits. I'm not kidding you. We were so superstitious. We put on like the exact same clothes that we were wearing for both of the games, like sat in the same spots, did the same things, like...
And you tell me that when I say that I don't want to watch a Man United game because they're gonna lose if I watch, that's not gonna happen. That makes no
Well,
sense.
no, I was just trying to make you feel better about your team.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say that the superstition is
Oh,
stupid.
I'm a severely superstitious person.
Yeah, I can't help it, man. It's just
I get it. Do you know
it's just
the
how I am.
Office quote where he's like, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious?
Yeah. That's literally me.
I
That's
resonate
literally
with
me. So true.
Anyways, wait.
Anyways, we got into the other football for a quick sec.
Rest in peace, Lamar Jackson. You were supposed to save us
Lamar
all.
Jackson. He'll get it next season, you guys.
I'm so excited for the Ravens to
He'll
win
get
next
it next season. No, they're literally gonna win next year. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to read out this part?
Yeah, let's do a quick little
Check-in.
recap of the Premier League standings. First place we have Liverpool. Second place Man City. Third place Arsenal. Fourth place Aston Villa, which crazy to me.
Jesus Christ.
What is going on this season? I actually have no idea what's happening. And then we got Tottenham in the 5th place, 7th place Man United, and 10th place Newcastle United. And the sad thing is it like Man United's only up by 3 points from Newcastle, but there's 3 spots. There's a 3-point differential. No, there's a 3-place differential between Man United and Newcastle.
I'll start subbing. It's not funny.
That's sad. And I don't understand how Man United has made it.
I don't know, and honestly, it
place.
kind of pisses me off. It
It
makes
does
me
make me
want to
mad.
not root for you guys because what do you mean? You guys have done nothing but lose,
I know.
and
We have done
now
nothing but
my
lose.
team is in their flop era, and
That's okay. We've been in our flop era for... There's time to come back. We're still in January.
I know.
We have 4 more months of this.
I know, but so many of our players are injured.
I know.
Jacob Murphy did come back though, which is good, and he had an offside goal against Fulham, so it was almost 3-0, but then he was majorly offside, so couldn't do his job, but whatever.
Fascinating.
All right, with our last 15 minutes, we'll get into the categories.
All right. Best goal award. We gave it to Højlund's first Prem goal.
It was a good one.
It was a great goal. It also, the fact that it was his first Premier League goal made it, that much more
better.
important and special. Yeah, so...
Yeah. I will say
Excited.
second place, though, was Sean Longstaff's goal against Fulham. Banger. It was, jumbled up around a bunch of different people. Then he got it. It passed backward. He, I believe, with his left foot, just one time banged it into the goal. So nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
Højlund's was... I remember, we were watching it. I watched it live, and I was, texting her.
Yeah, well, I got the notification, and I was reading, and it was that was Højlund's first Prem goal. And I was watching the video of it, and Liz goes, no way. And I was like, way.
Wow.
It's actually not at all what happened. We said to each other. I don't remember. But that was just
I
what the
believe the
vibes
words
of the conversation.
No, but it was way more excited. It wasn't a wow. It was a wow. It was screaming.
Yeah, well, when you're reading the text, what the heck? That was a read through of the conversation as opposed to
I thought we were doing
know what I
the
mean.
vibes,
The
me
vibes were
yelling, us yelling. I was in my back room with my uncle and my dad, and we were I was on the floor and whatever, and I was like, oh my God, Højlund! And then I remember my dad was said something why are you rooting for Man United? And I was like, shut up, Dad!
said, don't even say that to me, Dad.
Actually, I didn't say that because I wouldn't disrespect my father in such a way, but I felt that in my brain.
Well, I hope Mr. Mazzina can root for Man United sometimes.
Maybe.
Because...
No, he actually hates Man United. It's his one thought.
sometimes. Come on. Well,
That's what I said. I said,
well,
but what about
I'm
Beth?
his friend, and I'm a Man United
I
fan.
know.
So, just for his buddy,
Yeah.
maybe he can,
His pal.
his pal.
Dad, when you listen to this, please text Beth and say hi and that you love her and
That we're
you'll be
buddies,
friends.
and you'll support Man United sometimes when they're playing ops. When
Yeah.
they're playing shared ops.
Yeah.
Like Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Or Man City.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Shared ops.
Shared ops.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mazzina.
Next, we're going to read to you a script that we have written in our notes. The Marcus Rashford Hottest Player Award. The role of Liz will be played by Liz Mazzina, and the role of Beth will be played by
Beth.
Bethlehem. Liz, ask fans if we should reconsider the name due to the floppage of Marcus Rashford.
Beth. No, wait, Liz. He's still hot, regardless of floppage. This is a purely superficial award category. It's just for his body. Parentheses, his bodies.
Please. End scene.
We literally had this conversation in our Google Doc.
We wrote this down in our Google Doc.
They were separate bullet points. Every sentence was a separate bullet point.
Marcus Rashford Hottest Player Award. I put 2 down. Do you want to just pick one of the 2? And then we'll just put the second place?
They're both so hot, though. This is hard.
I couldn't pick. You know who my pick is always going to be Anthony Gordon every single time, but I had to like switch it up for the fans.
We had to do like a more conventional attractive, not an unconventional attractive.
You know, Brennan Burke stands with me.
I stand with you.
Thank you.
Guys,
there's been a couple photos of him lately.
I've come to feel like he's become a lot more like easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Now.
If
but
you
I
hear
still
me
wouldn't
screaming,
say like,
it's probably because I saw an Anthony Gordon photo and collapsed to the ground.
Yeah, Liz will text me often, and it will be just a picture of Anthony Gordon and her reaction to that picture of Anthony Gordon. Sometimes it's like, why is he in Brooklyn and why am I here? And sometimes it's like, what?
I want him so badly. Okay, pick one.
Okay. Oh my
Do you
god.
want to eeny, meeny, miny,
Let's do like we'll do both of these at separate points. Let's start with Hoyland and then we'll do McTominay.
Okay, so our two people are Rasmus Hoyland and Scott McTominay.
They're both really hot.
They're both really hot.
Scott McTominay and his wife. Do you remember that picture I sent of you? Let's put it up.
Let's put it up. It's a great photo and it makes me feral.
So attractive. Like they're both so hot.
I can take them both. Not in a fight. They're both so attractive.
No, it's crazy, and they're so well matched up. Like,
God, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Cute. Oh my god,
it makes me sick to my stomach.
Okay,
and then Rasmus Hoyland, I think he's single. I don't actually know or care.
He's dating. He's dating.
What?
He's a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah, he's in a committed relationship.
No. I actually don't care. Because
you're going for Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so who are we picking?
Hoyland. For now.
Okay.
And then mid-season, like March, we'll switch it out. Then it'll be McTominay.
Okay, we'll just like randomly pick McTominay one week.
Because like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, you want to do the next one?
Okay. So the Tom Barlow Himbo Award. Oh, I see. Okay, we've brought this up. We've switched this up. Garnacho's moment of celebration for Hoyland's goal. You guys don't understand.
No, you don't understand
how he celebrated. He literally fell to his knees. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating. I'm not. He dropped to his knees. He was facing the goal. Hoyland kicks the ball, scores, right? And he turns away from the goal, falls to his knees, and he goes like this.
Pumps the air.
Pumps his fists in the air, both his fists, and he's literally just like kneeling and screaming. There's a scream that's coming from his throat. You just can't hear it. Guys, the video will be up and you will see.
I'm sorry.
It's so funny.
I'll tell you about what I'm laughing about.
It's so funny. Okay. I thought you were laughing about this.
No, I was laughing about something else that I said.
Okay. So yeah, it's a great moment. We'll put it up. Best moment? The podcast being back.
Guys, we're back! This is so exciting.
So exciting.
We've had so many people come. Okay, maybe I've had so many people come up to us.
Because Liz does do a lot of the promo, the advertising, the raising awareness for our podcast kind of stuff.
Basically, I've had a lot of people come up to us and ask us when we're coming back, when we're filming our next episode, how much they've seen us on social media. And to those people who have seen us on social media, please interact with us. I am sick of seeing views and not likes or comments.
Right.
How else do you think you're going to get more of our stuff to your For You page?
Duh. Guys, it's actually crazy. I was having such an off day today. It just wasn't a great day. I was feeling off, weird, whatever. And I was like, okay, I got to record the podcast today. And I walked into this room and I said, oh my God, what is this feeling? What is this feeling? Everything is suddenly lifted and gone, and I feel better and great. And I love doing this podcast, and I love recording this podcast with Liz, and it's just so...
I love doing it
so
with you.
Awesome. And I'm so excited to be back, so it is actually truly the best moment. So that was a good one. That was a good call,
excited.
Liz.
Oh my God, you're welcome.
Good call.
Of course. Worst moment. Newcastle flop era. Moving on.
Yeah, it's been bad. Best celebration award. Same thing as the Himbo Award moment. Garnacho celebrating Hoyland's goal, and also Hoyland's celebration for his own goal, which was just he's literally on the verge of tears.
I know.
He was just so happy because he was screaming, yelling, blah, 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 and everyone was jumping on him. And at some point he paused and he just his eyes were tearing up,
cute.
And it was stop it,
it was
stop
so
it,
cute.
don't cry. So yeah, that was a great.
No, I'm obsessed with him.
Celebration.
He's so baby girl.
I know.
He is kind of baby girl.
He is baby girl. Yeah.
We didn't
don't
put an
have an
actual player of the week just because we haven't had any
matches
games that we're
this week.
doing. We do, so I did just put up on our social media today. We do have 2 games this week, so next week we'll go over those 2 games for like each team. So we'll have like 4 games to discuss. We'll be back in our regularly scheduled show. You guys won't have to hear us talk the entire time. There'll be a couple clips of voices, maybe.
Maybe lots of clips.
Maybe lots of clips. But then
our last 2 things for this episode.
Liz's player of the week, obviously. Let's all pretend to be shocked. Ready? Anthony Gordon. What?
Oh my God. Oh
you never would have seen that coming. It's crazy. I know.
How come?
You
hated his guts.
I hated him, but now I love him. Let me explain to you why, dear fans.
Guys,
why
we're
Anthony
so surprised. We're all so surprised. Everyone's
basically,
shocked.
I bought his jersey because I love him so much. Not the actual Newcastle jersey. I bought their 3rd jersey because 1, it's sexy, and 2, it was cheaper. It was on sale.
That's so fair.
And it's so great. You're gonna have to rip it off my cold dead body. And yeah, I love him. And they just released a video today, like Newcastle, of like, you all doubted Anthony Gordon and now you all love him. And it's like,
True.
well, yes.
True. When we were in Newcastle, we keep saying this, but like when we were in Newcastle last spring.
That was a year.
Swiftly. When we were in Newcastle last semester.
First day of classes was a year from tomorrow.
Yeah. I know. This was our orientation week, all of this week. When we were in Newcastle, before I cry, when we were in Newcastle last spring, we literally, everyone hated Anthony Gordon. He was new, and like everyone was like, he sucks, but I don't know. But he just had to find his footing, and look at him now.
Sexiest player on the team.
The one pillar supporting the whole team.
Sexiest player on the team.
I love how it's just so different. I'm like, oh, he supports the whole team. He's a pillar. And Liz is like, he's just so hot and sexy. This is the dichotomy of women. Amazing.
Okay, do you want to close this out?
Yeah, and then my player of the week is Fernando's, just because of how he played against Newport County. And I feel like the comments he gave for like Garnacho just show like some semblance of like good leadership. And I also think Fernandez is hot.
Yeah.
So smash.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys,
that
we
was
made
the end
it.
Of our first episode.
That was crazy. So we did speak for a full hour about all of this news.
Chit.
So really exciting. But like always, go check out our social medias. SOP the ball. Don't ask me to spell it. We've learned from the hard way.
SOPTHEBALL.
Exactly. This is why we have Beth around. She's the smart one of the 2 of us.
No, I can spell.
Incorrect. I can just spell. It's crazy. And actually, just fun fact, this is actually news to Beth, so we're hearing new news live on air. So I'm taking a social media advertising class this semester, and we're allowed to, our like final project is going to be about like smaller brands, and or we could do like partnership with like local Baltimore brands, but my partner and I have agreed, and I'm going to be focusing my attention on Stop the Ball. So now we're going to have a lot of really cool social media advertising and public relations within Stop the Ball. I'll be trying out a lot of new things. I'm really excited because this is something that I'm super passionate about, and this is something that Beth and I really want to get going, and would love to continue after college on our own, just because this is something that we both love doing. And as Beth said, it's such a bright light in our day, just being able to sit for an hour and talk to each other about something that we love. So
wow, that's crazy. So you would do this. That's kind of evil. Because this is my... Don't do that again.
Beth might cry.
I'm surprised and shocked. I might cry.
But yeah.
But yeah, guys, thanks for listening.
Of course. We're so excited to be back. I don't know why I said of course.
That's fine. That's okay. I was going to let it slide. I can let things slide,
I need coffee. I have class later.
Okay.
So yeah, follow us on social media. We have a bunch of new TikToks going up, and obviously all of the games and stuff like that. So follow us.
Stay tuned.
My Instagram is elizabeth.mezzina, Mezzina.
My Instagram is _Bethlehem, BETHHLEHEM.
So true. All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Bye.